Alright, hello, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So, few days late here, my bad. But here we are. We have another How Hard Can the Unit Hit video. And this time, of course, we're going to be doing Glorio. Now, this is a little bit of a weird team comp, I know. But that is because Glorio is not on a lot of teams. Oh wow, this one isn't even fully link leveled, which is unfortunate. So I don't have my own Glorio. This is a pretty good build though, and it is a rainbow one. I don't think there's a... See, there's not another rainbow one here though, is the issue. So this is a really weird team comp, I know. But Glorio's only 200% are himself, Daima Goku, and this 200% leader. Now, I don't have Daima Goku or Glorio, because obviously I was saving for 10th anniversary. But I figured, you know, I'd make something work for Glorio here. Now, this is a character I do want to note for characters that I know this will affect. Come April or whatever, once I get my own Glorio, I am probably going to redo this. I don't know how I'm gonna like title the video or whatever, but essentially, once I get my own copy of Glorio, that is going to be a huge buff for all these going forward. I mean, 50% attack and defense to the sort of phase 1 buff is just so massive. It really will make a huge difference in like stacking sort of thing videos. So just getting that out of the way. Also, he has a little bit of a weird mechanic in how he stacks. He does have two sort of SA raising effects. He has just a normal 1-turn greatly raised attack and defense. But also, and the stacking part here, it is low, admittedly. Attack plus 9% and defense plus 6% in battle. So per super, he's getting 9% attack, 6% defense. Now, to sort of explain the equivalent of that, when a unit raises attack and defense at the same time, just like a normal raised attack and defense, that's roughly 20% to both. When it's just attack or defense, that's roughly 30% to both. Well, in both scenarios, I guess I should say. When it's greatly raised attack and defense, it's 50% to attack and defense. When it's, you know, like Int Broly has, or like AGL, Namek Vegeta, you know, like greatly raise, and then a normal raise, that's like 50% and 20%. So there are lots of variations when it comes to this. This is actually kind of low, but because of, you know, he is just raising a lot within the turn itself, as well as like his passive here. I mean, the amount of tech I think we'll be able to get, that being said, it's going to be pretty crazy. We shall see though. He actually also does link very, very well with this character. I don't know what he doesn't, because this one's not linked level 10. I actually don't know what he would be at fully right now. I mean, we could calculate it if need be, but essentially, when he is fully linked level 10, when he's next to this character, he is getting 50% attack from the links, which is obviously very impressive. But yeah, I just want to get that all out of the way, since this is, you know, a friend lead and it's a weird lead and etc. But yeah, we're good to go. Let's just jump right in. Now, let's do this. For the sort of beginning turns here. Okay. I'll show like 2 turns as per usual. Now I'm going to be keeping Glorio in slot 2 while I stack him. Once we actually get later on to the point where we're going to do the actual, you know, how hard can he hit part, that's when I will put him in slot 3, because that's when he gets his 50% extra attack and defense. I figured I'd make note of that now. But essentially, I do think Glorio is going to be pretty good. I mean, we shall see, of course. But, you know, with his the way his passive is structured, I just don't see how he doesn't. I mean, we're able to get, like, potentially 6 supers our first turn here, and then 5 supers every turn after. I mean, we'll see how lucky we get, of course. And if I'm being honest, I actually have not used Glorio yet. I did want to sort of wait and do this first. I just hadn't gotten around to it. But now that we're here, I'm pretty excited. And Glorio, I think, is gonna. I don't know where he's gonna rank. I think he's gonna be pretty impressive because of just how his passive works. I mean, he has probably the highest attack potential out of a passive of any character that we've done. Maybe like Neki Cabra will be able to get more attack in his passive. I'm not quite sure. But essentially, Glorio is like right there, if not the best, in terms of how much like sources of attack he gets and the high percentages and such. So I do think even with the low stack amount, the fact that he is supering so many times on top of it, you know, like when we have like someone like Physical Beerus, I mean, we got him up to 298 million, I think, by the end. I could be wrong. That's just off the top of my head. But, I mean, he only has one super. That's a 30% raise. Oh, hold on. Intro?
Told you, King Piccolo was the old me. This is not gonna end like it did before.
Okay, as I was saying, Beerus only has one super guaranteed. I mean, he has the hidden potential, so he can get two. But, I mean, I didn't really get two when I did him. We got him to, like, the 298 mil by the end. And he's just doing 130% stack. I mean, we're getting, you know, 6 potentially this first turn. And then potentially 5 going forward. 9% stacks per turn. So we could actually be getting more attack than a 30% increase would give us. But it's going to be close, so I'm not going to like say one way for certain. Okay, hopefully Piccolo doesn't like kill or anything. We shall see. I'm thinking this guy's going to look pretty impressive. Now we only have Fierce Battle, Brainiacs, which is a lot of attack just on its own. I mean, we're at 31% right there. And then 42.5%. He actually links very well with Piccolo. Okay. Now the thing is here, honestly, okay, you know what? I'm actually just going to reset the turn real quick. I mean, the enemy's already kind of low, and he does a lot of damage. I want to maximize our super chances. Hold on, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back here. Hopefully we don't, like, just get supered and die. That'd be pretty unfortunate. I do want to put him in slot 1, though, because, I mean, he does have the 50% chance to dodge anyway. But he can do 6 supers. Ouch. And they all do a lot, so, I mean, we're starting off at 8.5, right? And I mean, even just like one of these is going to hit this boss so hard. Okay, so then normal. Okay, see, 14.1. I mean, that's only 2 supers. So, pretty unfortunate that we were against this boss for the first turn. Because now we don't get to maximize on that 6 super turn. But it is what it is, right? Nothing I can really do about that. Okay. Now I do have several, with this sort of run here, units that can be kind of weak. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't end up regretting it. But I mean, these are Battle Wits characters. I mean, the categories, of course. Really, I mean, he is guard. But yeah, okay. I mean, we didn't take too much damage. But he does get an extra sort of defensive proc for several turns on his first hit received, so we would have taken substantially less there if it was actually just normal. So, I mean, that's quite unfortunate that we got unlucky there, but is what it is. Like Glorio, I mean, you guys thought that was well, I mean there was the normal as well, which does raise his attack too, but supers do more for him. But I mean even just 2 supers there, right? We just had 2 supers, and I mean that's what we're looking like. Like he is going to get pretty crazy by the end. I'll be curious to see what his sort of starting attack is this next turn. Considering, I mean, we were at, what, like 8.1 mil for our first super, and we got 2 stacks, so like 18% attack. So I am curious to see what just 18% is going to look like. I really don't know. Okay, now, does he... Okay, so, interesting. I didn't even realize... he links very... He has the same sort of links with Piccolo. I mean, it's just the defensive link with them. I'm gonna take advantage of Piccolo for now, then. Yes. I am worried about HP and such, but I'll just grab Strength Orbs the next turn. Which will make this our last turn. I'm curious what we're going to be seeing from Glorio here. Now, once we, get later on, once again, I will put him in slot 3, but just for stacking purposes, he's going to be in slot 2. He does have his additional, sort of super chance in here, so 8.7. So we went up 600,000 just from 2 supers. So that's like 300,000 a super, roughly. 14.5. He's going to be able to do some pretty crazy things. Another super, so up to 19 there. And then we have one more we can do, I believe. Another super, 24.1. So yeah, I mean, just building up within the turn, we started off 8.7 and we're ending at 27.6. So I mean, once we get to the end, once we've stacked up, once we have like the items active, whatever, he's gonna be kind of nutty. It's unfortunate that I can't take advantage of like Bulma here. I mean, obviously she's not a battle wits. He's not on a 20%, where I can actually run her, and I've tried running her off late. That's not a recipe for success. But even still, Glorio's going to be looking pretty impressive by the end. And, when I get around to being able to sort of redo him, hopefully he has some better 200% where we can rock him with Bulma and stuff. But even still, he's going to look pretty crazy right now. But yeah, we're going to cut away now. We got 2 turns in here. We're going to get the stacking. We'll come back around as deep as we can, and we will see just how hard Glorio can hit. Alright, so we are back. We're up to turn 98 here. Obviously have done quite a bit of stacking. Now, how we're going to do this, I have been keeping him in slot 2 to stack. But, well, there was one turn I actually had to put him in slot 1. But besides that, he's been in slot 2. So what we're going to do here is he does get his extra buff once he's in slot 3. Now, that doesn't sort of show up. As you can see, I mean, we have the same defensive value. It doesn't actually show up until after we collect the key, because it says the 3rd attack during the turn. So, we'll see what he looks like here. Now, I'm actually curious. I haven't checked yet. How many supers have we actually gotten? So 222 attacks and 167 supers. Now, I mean, we've had him for 48 some odd appearances, right? Roughly speaking. I feel like I might have gotten a little unlucky with the super chances here. I mean, it's hard to say for sure, but I feel like I definitely could have gotten luckier at the bare minimum. But I guess it is what it is. So what we're going to do here is, I have no items up or anything just yet. We're going to play this turn out, and then we'll go into next turn. Well, after we finish this turn, I'll actually just cut away since I'll need to play out 2 more turns to get back to him. Because he'll go on the other rotation. and then we'll be able to take advantage of. I actually didn't realize, but he does also like 7 out of 7. Not 7 out of 7. Excuse me. 3 out of 7 links with Glorio and Strength Piccolo here. So I mean, we have the same links that are important here. Brainiacs, solid support, as well as fierce battle. And just to show here, we have Brainiacs, solid support, fierce battle. So I actually did not realize that. And also, that Piccolo is a 30% support. So, I mean, on top of his sort of buff for being in slot 3, suffice to say, Glorio is going to be looking pretty damn good, along with like the items and stuff next rotation. I'm actually really curious to see what he's going to be at, so let's just get going here. I don't want to collect too many same type orbs, but I'll collect those just to get a little bit of healing, just to play it somewhat safe, and then we'll just keep pushing through here. Because, I mean, we are pretty deep in. It would suck to not be as... if I tried being a little more conservative with the orbs and paid for it and had to restart. But I usually do like to do these a little bit further back on the Dokkan meter. I usually try to do it like a turn, a rotation, I guess, or two after I get a Dokkan attack off, just to be safe. Because you do have to remember, we do use the orb changing item. It's 23 of the same type orb, and we are cutting it close. I do think we should be fine, but I mean, we'll see, right? Alright, what do you got for us, Glorio? Hopefully we get a real good turn here. So we're starting off at 33.6. I'm really curious to see if he's going to give us all the supers we want. 45.6. Okay. Come on, Glorio. Ah, goddamn, a normal. Okay, here's the super. 65.3. And we still have one more to go. Potentially. 78.7. Okay, so, I mean, that was with missing one of our supers. So, I mean, we do still get an attack buff for just getting a normal. But, I mean, we very easily could have been, like, mid 80 mil, 90 mil some odd there. I do feel is pretty appropriate to guess at what we would have been at. I mean, he is one of those characters where you could just get really lucky or really unlucky. Like I said, I feel like I got rather unlucky with the super procs, so it's what it is. I can't really do anything about it. Just RNG, it works that way. But we will cut away here. We'll come back in a couple turns once we're set up and ready. We'll be right back in just a moment. Alright, so we are back here. I'm actually curious. So, I mean, what we're going to do, obviously, is this. I don't know how his active will work. I feel like using the active here. So, I mean, we don't necessarily get anything special for doing it. It's just, we might as well pop the animation and see how much damage we do after stacking it up so long, But I don't know if it will give us our sort of buff here. I guess the best way for us to tell, because he will get buffed anyway just for, attacking. So, I mean, we see like Piccolo, it's like 303,000, and, Strength Goku Vegeta are like 9,511,000. So, we'll be able to tell if the buff goes up or not. I'm actually curious. I don't know for certain. But here, let me just preemptively here. I mean, we can't use the orb changing item yet, but let's just juice up the active. Why not, right? Give him a little extra. All right, let's see what we got here, Glorio. Holy Jesus. That was actually pretty... Okay. That animation looks so good. Okay, so what the... Okay. 7,072,350, by the way. Casual. So the buff is not up yet. I was curious about how that worked. So now you do have to click the key spheres for it to take effect. Alright, well, here goes nothing. Now, I don't really need, I mean, Shrink Piccolo will be fine without getting a super. My main concern here, well, actually, no, it's just one key. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hopefully we get lucky. That is damn near perfect. Oh my god. Wow, I'm actually very happy and very impressed by that. I typically have to make note of like re-rolling the turn here, but no, we just off rip got a full field of orbs. That's perfect, actually. Okay, well, I mean, here goes nothing, right? We have Piccolo support now, the 30%, because we're facing the extreme class enemy. Glorio, I mean, just to show here, we have the same links as we did the other rotation. You know, we got a little extra stacks in from the last turn, right? So, I mean, we got the items. Let's just do this. I think there's, nah, there's no way. I don't know. I mean, how much damage do I think I'm going to be doing here? I don't... No, there's no way. I was thinking about, could we kill Zamasu? But no, there's no way. It's actually... Like, we nearly got... If we had gotten one of our normals to be a super and set on, like, Bojack, we could have. But there's no way Glorio's going to here, I don't think. Unless he's going to jump up way more than I'm expecting. What do we start off at? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're starting off at 119 million. But, you know, Glorio does build up. No, 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 fuck off! Ah, 100, oh god damn it. 189 mil, okay, really? 224, okay, at least we got the third one. God damn it, that... Oh wait, 255. It actually showed there for a moment. 255 mil. God damn it, that's troll as fuck. That is so troll. Oh, bro. That case in point, I said I feel like I've gotten pretty unlucky, and I mean, what chances did we fail? We failed a high chance and a great chance is what we failed. Yep. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. I would have at least liked 4. I mean, we could have. I think those 2 other supers probably would have got us to break like. Cause I mean, he does still get an attack raise, mind you, 50%. For just normals. But we were missing on 30% attack here, as well as 118% attack from the super attack phase. I feel like we could have broke 300 mil there, easily. It's just, you know, roulette is what it is. I mean, that's really unfortunate. I can't really do, I can't do anything about that though. I mean, 255 million though. I mean, that's still. I'm not gonna say that's not crazy. I mean, he's stacking 9% attack per turn, and we get up to 255 mil. Is that crazy? Yes or no? Yes. Like, certainly. I mean, we've had more impressive units, but still. And might I add, this is not Glorio's full potential. We still have the other 50% attack and defense from another Glorio. Like I said, we are going to do Glorio again when, you know, some characters like Gohan's and stuff, once I get my own Glorio. So we'll see then. And also, You know, something like Master of Magic is another Link. I mean, this guy isn't Link level 10. I mean, there are a couple things here. I mean, when you start to look at them, Speedy Retribution, we didn't have that, right? Well, I don't know if. Oh God. Oh, 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 Jesus Christ. Maybe not use that as a. Oh wow. Okay, that Link is horrible. Okay, well, point being, there's definitely a decent amount of attack we missed out on. So we'll revisit this guy in, you know, a couple months. I mean, I'll fucking coin him if I have to. I'm getting him when he comes back in. It should be late April, I believe, is when Golden Week is. So we'll see then. But yeah, that is Glorio for now. I might do a defense one in the meantime. We shall see though. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.